How's it going, everyone? It's Liam Catterson here with episode number 2, season 2 of Luke Cage, and I'm really looking forward to continuing with this after I thought the first episode was a really good foundation of setting things up. It had its nice, smooth pace as Netflix shows usually do, and I'm really looking forward to seeing if, episode 2 does, capitalize on the first episode. I'm really looking forward to everything in general, because we had our first glimpse of Bushmaster, of course, who's the main villain for season 2, and to say he set a really great, stepping stone. He made himself pretty clear, his, terrifying presence. He made it felt, definitely, with not just the fact that he cannot be pierced by bullets like Luke, so he's got some kind of similar ability to Luke, of course, but also the fact that, he really went to town on that guy's head. I'm sure that's basically nightmare fuel or something like that. But in all seriousness, I'm really looking forward to seeing how they do take things following the first episode into this episode. So with that said, let's get on with episode number 2. This is Luke Cage. I'm really looking forward to this. Let's go.
With the Judas bullet.
Point blank.
And he didn't even
I don't know how
quake. Well, he only acted it, didn't he?
I'm lucky. Damn lucky.
I think that second bath in the barn may have strengthened the abalone shell in your skin.
I was thinking, that might have been the cause.
So you're saying I'm even more indestructible than I was before?
People who feared you are going to have to fear you even further.
Cage is about to attempt a broad jump, and I'm telling you, it's about to be sick.
Oh boy. They're going to test him out. Especially in his second stint, I guess. His second... It's like, I don't know, put sugar in the coffee. The more you put in, the more sweeter it gets. It adds this extra layer, I guess, this second bath.
I'm sorry. Coming, Dion.
3.72.
Luke just...
dude's faster than Usain Bolt.
Oh shit! I was gonna say, is that gonna friggin' total a car or something? Oops.
Nothing can hurt me. Okay?
Uh-oh.
You made sure of that.
That second thing, even though I was a bit skeptical at first, but... Don't get too overconfident, Luke, because your overconfidence will be your weakness.
It's my arm, not my damn nerve.
No.
Ouch. It's not what she said when she got it. I'm kidding, but... I think there's gonna be something going down between her and that Nandi, isn't she called?
Oh, no, I'm not a barber, brother. And there's no one here at the moment, and we're moving location.
You just could have gone to
No, we're staying here. We'll stay here.
They're open. Thanks for the tip.
I don't think he has any children there.
Come by and see me sometime, Carl. You know my name, Dad.
What's my name? What's my name?
What? You don't have enough people feeling sorry for you?
Uh-oh.
Misty,
Uh-oh.
we're friends, but I'll always tell you the truth. Your injury makes people feel uncomfortable.
Suck it
There's
up.
still plenty of people that are ticked off about what Scarf did.
Cushy 5 at Club Fed instead of hard life at the ADX.
Come on. Ah, shit.
Detective.
Just as we were gonna get
Find
answers
your
now,
clown
damn it.
disarming. This interview stops now.
What's with the jokes?
You need a hand uncovering my client?
What's with the fucking... Really?
People?
It's baby mama.
She got a name?
I would just talk if it... Oh, yeah, shit. Oh, shit. If it were me, oh, my God.
Pow. Drea Pow.
He's gonna leave him there, isn't he? He's gonna leave him there.
Yo, you gonna leave me like this?
Yup.
The more you use, the more it hurts.
Is that the thing that's...
Coming like steroids,
Yeah, it's the thing that's, you know, giving him that ability.
I know a place in Harlem.
Uh-oh. Yeah, the more he gets mentioned, the more...
Luke Cage.
Poor Usain Bolt, though.
Your renewed relationship with your daughter gives
Oh,
you the strength
okay.
and the drive to do better.
And she said
By
Dillard.
your
I
side,
had a
you
feeling
come
she
out
was
looking as
friendly.
warm yet powerful as Michelle.
Oh.
One-armed detective and tell her what I know. She's got a hard on for that old bitch of yours.
Oh.
You don't like me saying that. Oh, sobre tu morena. Lo siento, chico.
Oh, shit.
Pero ella es una perra. Una puta morena.
Uh-oh. Is it... Oh. Shit, okay. And his partner's just like, I want it.
Damn,
Shit.
my nigga. That pussy must be ridiculous. What the hell are you...
Or you staring at me while I'm trying to do my goddamn job. Take a good look. We good?
Anyone want to throw any last minute fucking jokes? Jesus.
Bailey!
I mean, to be fair, I would be sick of it. This is supposed to be a professional place, but...
Ontario raised.
I'm sure we've had this. I'm sure we had this last season. Misty's distinctive investigation. I was gonna say it's great to see her return. Oh boy.
There are studies that show mothers have healing effects on their sick children.
Ah, that's why.
When
Good.
they care.
Suppose I had that coming.
If it helps to learn,
Look,
she is a bitch.
It's not my birthday. There's no funeral or holiday, so what are you doing here, Maria?
You political
I'm
shit.
your mother.
Give me your number. If I see him, I'll call you.
She looks at Luke as a as a hero.
You want some coffee?
Oh no!
Thanks. I gotta run. Here you go.
Oh God!
Find him. I hope you beat his ass.
Yeah.
Have a blessed day.
We need that cash. I have nothing.
You have nothing? Seriously?
You still
You
got
got
2 other
shades.
buyers plus that boss-ass painting hanging up in the club. Shit ain't
There's
hard
a
to
lot of,
figure
yeah,
out.
there's a lot of opportunities, but she's not selling the painting.
Again.
Poor Kamichi, like...
I am going to break my foot off in his ass one day, and I don't care if he got a neck. I'll handle.
Jesus! Leave him alone! Not happening. Oh. Let me guess, Judas?
Think that's gonna help you? Actually? Yeah.
It's Judas, isn't it? Oh, shit! Ouch! Not pretty.
Why I went to Seagate. And I know Reva isn't blameless. If she hadn't helped me disappear and stolen the data from Dr. Bernstein, we would have never ended up in New York. Kilgrave might have never found her. I would have never met Pop, and they both would still be alive.
That is the catalyst for a lot of shit. But it still hurts. The past is still gonna hurt.
Your father is another Judas bullet. And if you remove it, you heal yourself. But if you don't, it is slowly killing who you are from the inside, and you're too close to see it.
I love what Claire's doing, but...
Then stay out of my goddamn head.
I mean, I can understand what she's wanting to do. Like, you don't want to live with that guilt of, oh, I wish I, you know, made things up with my dad, but I didn't get that opportunity because I'm too stubborn, but... This shit... Oh, shit! This shit is deep.
More chance, Mommy.
Oh!
One chance.
Shades is just like, what? By the way, your father-in-law.
She with you.
Yes. Or not.
That other wolf is hateful. He fights no matter the reason. It's as if these two wolves are both fighting to dominate your spirit. And the boy
Is that basically Luke as well? Which is really, really neat.
And the grandfather looked into his grandson's eyes and he said, "It's the one you feed."
Just love how that resonates so much. What the shit is with...
Man, now, boy. Huh?
This cockroach is a dick. Oh, you're gonna get it.
I want some.
Go on, clothesline, Luke. I was gonna say, I just love how the music's going on during this situation. As you do with Luke Cage. Oh, dearie. Come on, know who your enemy is. Oh shit, are they oh dear, are they fearing, like, and Luke's like, oh shit, what am I doing? Yeah, there's that face. Oh my god. Oh no. The kid like, felt inspired, but oh dearie. Welp. I mean, to be fair, Cockroach kinda deserved it, but a bit crappy, isn't it? I mean, it's a bit crappy, you know, seeing your hero, you know, nearly beat your dad to death, and it's like really, really crappy as well, considering the fact that, you know, you looked up to him and you see him doing this. It's really, really crappy, and this doesn't really paint a good picture with his legacy at this point, because considering the fact that everyone idolizes Luke at this point, and now the kid and the mother saw Luke nearly, you know, beating Cockroach to death. It doesn't paint a really good picture, and it's just a real shame as well, considering that kid did look up to Luke, and he sees this. It's a case of never meet your heroes. Ouch. But yeah, another solid episode. I felt that this was a bit of an improvement over the last episode. I think it was due to the pacing, in my opinion, how it picked up, especially with how the first episode, especially for Luke, painted like this picture of how invincible he seems to be, especially with the Judas bullet, which was the big shocker, of course. The fact that the Judas bullet didn't even, you know, I guess, singe Luke. But we saw, you know, he took a bit of damage anyways with that gun, of course. So, and it all goes to Claire's lecture. I mean, you're not invincible, and you know that is a point. And I did say that overconfidence might be his weakness. I mean, Luke is a strong dude, and you know, I think with that second bath experiment, of course, the thing that gave him his powers, of course he went through it a second time in season 1, and him acknowledging that made him stronger. He's got this bit of strength in him that, like, I mean, of course, but he's got he feels like he cannot no longer, you know, feel, I guess, vulnerable, and he feels that invincibility. And I know Claire means well so much. I mean, that's the thing. Claire is so meaningful. She's trying to be there for Luke, and she's trying to lead him on the right path. We see it's not just, you know, this warning shot to Luke about, oh, don't get too overconfident, because, you know, that might come back to kick you in the ass. Yes, you might be even stronger than you were, I don't know, during season 1 or whatever, but it doesn't mean that, you know, I mean, look at Superman exactly. Well, they can't exactly make that references, but then again, DC have made Marvel references, so who knows. But I mean, just because Superman is OP doesn't mean that he doesn't have a weakness, and Luke is the same. At the end of the day, he's still human, and you know that there is that chance that, you know, he will be weakened, like he was in this episode. So yeah, but not just that. Claire is also trying to lead him on the right path in terms of family and that reconnection with her father. But I do feel like I don't know. Maybe, I mean, I can understand what she's doing, because it does sound right. I mean, with her words, oh, you might want to make amends because there might be that chance that, you know, he could, end up, you know, dying or whatever. And you might have this regret for the rest of your life. Oh, I wish I made amends with my father. But, of course, Luke did explain during this episode as well how his father was the catalyst to a lot of stuff, to him contacting Reva, with Diamondback being the way he is, everything. Like, he has that resentment for him being the catalyst, and yeah, I think what should happen is Claire should, I guess, leave the Lucases to do their own thing. Like, they should let them make amends or whatever by themselves without having to intervene. But I can see what she's trying to do, and I understand what she's doing, considering the fact that she's only trying to be there, and she's only trying to help out the best she can, and, you know, make sure that Luke does the right thing, because like she said, there might be that chance that he doesn't make amends, and he dies, and then, you know, Luke has to live with that regret for the rest of his life. So, I just love this though. Like, there's always this, like, I don't know, it seems to be the case with, you know, Marvel shows that there's this parentage issue, whether it's regarding dead parents or estranged family members. They do a pretty good job. I mean, take a look at Jessica Jones, for example. That was really incredible stuff as well, and it blew me away, that story, to be fair. But, you know, it's just a really interesting concept anyways. But yeah, we also got a bit more of Bushmaster, of course, confronting Mariah's daughter, Tilda, which was a very interesting encounter. I thought shit was going to go down further there, but all calm for now. Tilda is probably going to flip the lid when, you know, Mariah's shit does start to unfold, of course. Considering the fact that she's giving her that one opportunity, she's going to use her for political means. So, you know, Tilda will flip out. She seems to be a smart person. Like, she knows she's not stubborn when it comes to people using her. But then again, she feels like betrayal from her mother anyway. So, that's why I'm thinking shit's gonna flip when, you know, everything just gets unraveled, because she's not stubborn. She will you know, be really pissed off with her mother, and I'm sure we're gonna get that further down the season or whatever. But yeah, it was a really good episode though, and I'm interested to see how Luke's actions in the final part of that episode does contribute to the future of the season, like his aggression. It's getting a bit dark, so excuse the lighting or whatever, but sunset, woo! But yes, his actions in the final part of this episode, it's going to be very interesting to see how that develops in the season, because it seems like that's going to be his probably weakness. I mean, we already know that he had a bit of a run-in with that guy, of course, at the bar, and then he fell out the window, of course, with that shot. But I mean, it does seem to be setting up something like that, you know, letting your aggression become too much, especially with the fact that that kid idolized him so much, and to see him do that is like a horrifying experience. It's the never meet your hero shtick. Not just that though, I mean, he's got this legacy, and he's got to keep that considered. Like, he's basically a Harlem celebrity, and you know, that's going to get too much. Like, he's on top of the world. People love him. I mean, you even heard Nike wanted to, I guess, get involved with him. And that shit can easily turn south if you make the wrong move. And I think that is the catalyst. Like, that attack, beating, you know, Cockroach nearly to death is the catalyst to things potentially go into a downward spiral for Luke. And, you know, it would be a bit poetic. Well, I don't know, because considering the fact that Luke is in I mean, Luke doesn't really give a hoot, but of course Bobby wants to look out for him, as does Claire. But, you know, that need for financial support will dwindle, and it won't look good for Luke. So, It's going to be, like I said, it's going to be interesting to see the ramifications of his stunt at the end of this episode, but I'll be interested to see how that develops. Also, it's going to be interesting to see how, better drink that all before it gets cold or whatever, but yeah, like, it's going to be interesting to see Misty's story as well, because I thought it was really, really good here. Of course, in the last episode, we saw her get back into the Falls, following the fact that she felt in a position where she couldn't do this, but like I said, at the end of episode 1, she found her, she found her reasoning to being there. But, this episode really developed as well for Misty as well, with the fact that she's got Nandi, I think she's called, who's going to be the rival. I mean, I had that feeling when, she talked about, we went through this academy thing, until, shit happened to me. So I was like, oh god, is this going to be like the rival, considering she's filling in her shoes, considering she's just came back and all that. And of course that was apparent with the obnoxious attitude that Nandi gave off, of course. And, it was just really, really great as well to see, how the weakness of, how everyone saw weakness through Misty. It was just really, really good to see Misty, of course, overcome that, I guess, well, I wouldn't call it a stereotype, but I don't know, they might have that, judgment because, oh, she's got one arm, so, we feel, the right to judge her, I guess. And I just love that speech she gave out, like, I've got one arm, I can't do anything about it, so deal with it. Cause, I don't know, they were making so many bloody arm jokes, it was like, more than I am Danny Rand, defender of, it was more times than that, or should I say, but, in all seriousness, it was great to see Misty's story develop as well, especially I think in season 1 we saw her, we saw a great, visual of her, I guess, more developed investigation skills than, like, everyone, like, because we didn't go around, because we saw that, like, little slow-mo and how she was able to piece the, puzzle together. I think that was in season 1. But it was great to, but it was still great to see that in this episode when, they went to investigate Arturo's, his death. Thanks to the hands of Shade and that, so it was just really, really good there. I do think, though, as well, going back to Shades and Mariah, of course, when he killed Arturo, where I do think there's going to be a bit of a strain between Mariah and Shades, potentially. They seem to be, cozy in bed and all that shit at the start of the season, but I do think there might be some, kind of, strains in that relationship, considering the fact that he did that and he didn't get the money and that, so, I mean, they seem to be in the clear for now, but it might be just the start, so, and I don't know if Tilda might have an impact to their relationship, but, it's great to see, I guess, enemies working together and then seeing their relationship break down to the point where, they are basically, trying to claw each other's throats. But yeah, it was another great episode of Luke Cage. Season 2 is just being good so far. It's just been really, really fun to watch, and I can't wait to see how things do develop in the future, so yeah. So I'm gonna wrap this up before it gets too dark and you won't be able to see me, but yeah, it was a great episode, just loved it, and there's a lot developed, especially relationship-wise, Claire and Luke and Mariah and Shades. Looking spicy at the minute, and it will be very, very interesting to see how they unfold. But until then, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check the videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time.